Good day. Here's another question on conics, and we're trying to find the focus and vertex of a parabola and put it in the standard form, and we're going to make a graph at the end. Look at our equation here. We have y squared minus 6y equals 4x plus 3. Without knowing that this is a parabola, you can get that from the equation itself. Only one term is squared. The y squared is the only term is squared, so that tells you it's a parabola. First thing we're going to do is group all the y's. They're already grouped for us. And all the x's and the numbers are on the other side, so we can go right ahead and complete the square. Half of negative 3, squared is positive 9. You added 9 to the right left-hand side. We have to add 9 to the right-hand side. This gives us y minus 3 squared. This gives me 4x plus 12. Factor out the 4 because you need to have x by itself, and divide by this number in front. And we now have an equation that's in standard form for a parabola. This tells me that the vertex is going to be negative 3 and 3. Because the vertex, we have HK. Now, the next thing we have to do is find that p term. So 1 over 4p is equal to the number in front of that square term we call the a term. Happens to be 1 over 4. Cross multiply and divide, and we get p equal to 1. To find the focus, we have to be a little careful here. My x term is the linear term. The square term is with the y, so my x coordinate of my vertex is what's going to change here. So we're going to have to say negative 3 plus p comma 3. So my focus will be negative 2 comma 3. The focus will always end up being in the bowl. And we'll explain that more when we get to our graph. The directrix is a straight line. In this case, because it's the x coordinate we're going to play around with, and because the x is linear, we go x equals the negative 3 minus p now. You keep the x coordinate of your vertex the same, and we subtract p. So this time now we get negative 3 minus 1. So my directrix is negative 4, which would be just a straight vertical line. Now we have to figure out how our graph works. So let's draw a straight line here for my y-axis, one here for my x-axis, and try to make an even grid. Now we know our vertex is negative 3 and 3, so we know it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Try to keep it evenly spaced. 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4. As far as we have to go there, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 on the positive x-axis. So let's plot our vertex, which was negative 3 and 3, so it goes right about here. My directrix is a straight line. It's the equal distance from the vertex to the directrix is the vertex to the focus. So this is my vertex, this is my directrix, and my focus was negative 2 and 3. So my focus is right here. And as I said before, the focus is not on the line, but is inside the bowl. So my equation, parabola, is going to curl this way and curl this way. So now we need to find another point. So we know it's going to cross the x-axis. So if I say set y equal to 0 on my equation, and I go back to my equation and go 1 over 4, 0 minus 3, all squared equals x plus 3. That's going to become 9 over 4 minus 3 equals x. And that would give me negative 3 over 4 to be x. So negative 3 over 4 is around between, here's negative 1, so around right there. So that point right there is negative 3 over 4 and 0. Now, we know that the vertex went down 1, 2, 3 units in the y direction to get this point here. So if I go directly above this point to the middle and go up 3, 1, 2, 3, I would be at the point negative 3 over 4, comma 6. Then we know the parabola would go as such. Because what we have here is 2 points that are symmetrical because the vertex will cut the parabola in half.